Welcome back to day 8. We are struggling on the rim of 2400 right now, and we came to a problem. Ever since I reached 2400, I played 17 games to score 11.5, only to come back to exactly the same rating, because I pair against people rated lower than me, and getting an equal pairing is super rare. If you are suffering the same thing, and you're a top 1% player, or somewhere around that on the chess, here's the solution. Support my team, the Top 1% Chess Club, for the cause of gathering top-rated players on Lichess so we can challenge each other and prove our true strength. This will also help me finish my Road to 2500 challenge. If you are not an elite player, do not worry. Or even if you are, you still can join my Discord over here now to participate in fun chess activities and improve your chess. I'm waiting for the first person to join in both the Discord and my Lichess team. I will be adding in fun chess activities to both of them, so do not hesitate and let us engage in chess together. Now let's bring ourselves back to today's battle. Okay, speaking of not getting fair pairings, we finally got ourselves a 2400 to play with. We shall play the King's Indian, a line that I'm pretty confident with white. Oh. F5. Okay. So first of all, we must take GF, and the real question is whether do we take EF or not. So generally, in these positions, we actually play something like this, because it's basically forcing our opponent to play this and wasting this rook over here. Because after takes and takes, we can now play the move b4, in which beforehand it is controlled by the knight on a6. Knight b7 is played, and now we can simply slide our rook over and put some pressure over here. a5 is played, and, well, obviously he's trying to undermine and get back to the square. We can't really play this because there's a pin, so I think b5 is the only move. However, if he tries to occupy this, we can always bring the knight back to b3 and request a trade. b6 is played, interesting position. Generally, we do want to trade because the c7 pawn is a pawn that, in the long term, might easily be captured. And if c7 falls, there's pass pawn, and d6 might fall as well. Now, well, we're back to the serious business of developing pieces. Let's see what our opponent will do right now. In my opinion, we should be slightly better because of how my opponent doesn't really have anything to attack or to play on. And this sacrifice is pretty surprising. I guess he's trying to open up the rook, but, well, that's basically the only purpose. We can safely play with b3. Bishop d7 is played, and as an extra, we can also add in this king over here. So afterwards, we might even bring this rook over and like do something like this, put pressure on the g file, and we should be doing pretty well. King h8 is played. Let's just proceed with this idea. Bishop h6. Okay, interesting move. Now our queen is feeling a bit cramped, which is not good news. And I just realized something. He's also threatening to play this potentially in the future, like this. So we probably should play this to defend queen f4 and then bring our knight over. I don't really see anything else, so let's just play king f1, a safe move. Now we can bring in our horsey to join the party and potentially something like this, or we might trade the bishop and bring this back. But of course we can't do it right now because there's a pin on f2. Well, he played bishop f4, and I think we just retreat. The next move is going to be knight e2. Okay, bishop d2 right now, and let's just simply play knight e2. Okay, now what's that? Did he miss this? I mean, that's the entire idea throughout the entire game, so I don't really understand why he suddenly blundered it right now. Kind of surprising, but okay. Queen knight pawn for rook, bishop, bishop. Not exactly easy win, so still takes some work. Well, as I've mentioned, this is a problem. So I do need to figure out a way how to play this. Okay, I don't want a draw, so let's bring out our queen. H6. Let's play this, and potentially here. King to G8. Let's just continue with our idea. Takes. Rook F7. Okay. Come in for a check. And let's try to break open the D6 square. A nice tactic. Otherwise, this position wouldn't be that easy. But with this move, I think it won't be that hard. Okay. Huh. Let's bring our queen back to defend. And I'm just hoping we can pull this together in such a short time. Hopefully. This is slightly stressful, but I think there's probably a 50% chance of me doing this. Oh, he blundered checkmated one, and thankfully we managed to win this game. Nice game overall. Well, he left, so there's no rematch, and let's just come over here and do the game analysis. So the opening is pretty classic, and I think knight a6 is slightly bad, because generally what you do is actually a5 before knight a6, and the idea is to control the b4 square. Of course, you should also play e5 early as well, all of which are part of the King's Indian plan. If you guys like, I could do a tutorial on the King's Indian, and this g4 system is what I could play best. I guess knight d3 was slightly too slow, allowing f5, but after a series of captures, bringing our queen over, capturing again, putting him back, rook g1, a5, nice move, b5, knight c5, knight b3, he played b6, and in a way this is actually a fatal error, because of how difficult it is for humans to deal with this weak pawn structure, because the c7 pawn, first of all, is extremely easy to have been lost, if potentially white is capable of taking any open file and bringing the rooks to the 7th rank. This c7 pawn is going to be easily lost, and in the future if you bring in this rook for the battle, like, some random piece could just go for a dance and capture your a5 pawn, dance back, and all of a sudden you find yourself dealing with a pawn on the 6th rank, which is also a protected passer. It's going to be really bad. So I don't really think this is a good move, b6. Probably he should have retreated and things should have been okay. After takes, bishop e2, f3. Interesting position now. I guess it opens up the f-file, which is counterplay for him. Bishop f3, queen f6, rook g3, bishop e7. After doing this, the entire idea of rook g2 is setting up this trap. Like, my opponent played this pretty fast in the game, so I forgot to mention it, but if you actually take here, this is just a very, very classic tactic that's going to get you up a queen. It's very common. I don't know why he blundered this, but after that, it should be a winning endgame, but not at all that easy. A quick repetition, and then queen h5, g3, f5, and here we successfully intruded the queen in, and this crucial move, b6. Apart from b6, seeing that I only have 1 minute, I probably couldn't have won this game, but with this move, it suddenly became a lot easier because of how you have a pass pawn. And pushing once, twice, and yeah, he just blundered checkmate in 2 here. Luckily, oh, not exactly because this bishop blocks, but, well, I queen, so he moved the king away and it's just checkmate. Luckily, this did happen, otherwise 22 seconds, I'm not that sure. He probably stood a chance, but luckily, we managed to get win. Overall, nice game. This guy is probably the highest rated player I've played in this series, and tough battle. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you tomorrow. Do not forget to join the Lee Chess team if you play on Lee Chess and you're a high rated player. And even if you're not, go check out Discord. join, and then once I see anybody there, I'll start holding some fun chess activities and potentially throwing a few tutorials or puzzles inside. It's going to be a great experience. I really look forward to it. And see you tomorrow, I guess. Day 9, I hope we'll make further progress up the 2400 rating level. See you and peace until then.